welcome back to Shadows over Ravenloft, our little Curse of Strahd sequel campaign that, if you're curious, is also being made into a DM's Guild supplement to run after you finish Curse of Strahd. I'm currently at 60 pages. Who knows how many pages it's gonna be? Because it's all of Ravenloft. Anyways, announcements. Applications for Hearts of Madness have now closed. So if you applied, we'll be getting in touch with you if you're moving on to the next stage. So, thumbs up. Also, we'll be back with Soldiers of the Lich Queen this Sunday. Which is going to be nice and fun. And, doing a little special recording after Soldiers of the Lich Queen for the podcast, Demystifying DMing, where Sam will be interviewing me DM-related questions. So if you want to know more about dungeon mastering, listen to Demystifying DMing, but also tune in for this little interview podcast that we'll be putting out, where you can maybe learn my process and hopefully not have me accidentally spoil things in the campaigns that are going on right now, because that would suck. Sup? That's it for announcements, honestly. Without further ado, I think it's time we sort of deal with what you guys are up to right now in Ravenloft. Because it's a lot of fun. You guys are in a good place right now, having a good time. And it'll be fun. Yeah. So last time, you guys explored more of the Chapel of the Night in the Balanok Mountains above Cardacass, the domain you're in, currently in Ravenloft. And, the party had gotten split up, when a trap was activated by Nesla, which cut Mr. Poppington in half, your guide, in half. His body was looted, and a creature chased Una and Nesla down a corridor. Well, Ophelia and Bernard were split up. Each sort of group had their own little trials and strange instances down their own little respective tunnel. Nesla and Una sort of outran this creature, with Nesla throwing a jar at it. Upon the jar connecting with the creature, it shattered, screamed, and disappeared, as these shadows wreathed around it that were inside this jar. Still have no idea what was inside that jar, technically. And the two of you proceeded forward. Ophelia and Bernard, however, had a little more of an interesting delve, as they felt like they were being touched all over by invisible hands. And eventually, thanks to a lantern later on, would reveal that these were actual scabby, gross hands just coming out of the walls and floors and ceiling, groping everybody. Not groping, you know, whatever. Lonely hands that were looking for an embrace. Ophelia and Bernard had to crawl through a very narrow tunnel. And eventually you all fell into a room, regrouped, fell into a room full of red dough. And as you hit the red dough, its eyes opened up and mouths formed, and you guys fought a room-sized, 40-foot diameter, basically, gibbering mouther that caused quite a little bit. It was a lot of fun. And you guys dealt with the gibbering mouther and moved forward, finding more of these invisible hands now revealed, with the lantern revealing, and steps that had faces built into them, and the faces were going, "Ow! Hey, don't step on me!" And other little things. After some time, the group came to a room filled with just books and bookshelves, and a pedestal with a large black tome on it that I described wrong. The tome is bound in like a flesh, a blackened, almost desiccated, dried out flesh. And upon looking through the room, Bernard found a book of his own, and Nesla took the book off the pedestal, which caused the door that you guys had just entered to lock. And upon opening the door to leave, a wall had shifted in front, with no way back. Solid wall. And from the ceiling descended a large red crystal about 40 feet wide, 40 feet tall. And you could see a mass swirling and writhing around in the crystal. And after about a minute, the crystal started to crack and eventually shattered as the rest of you tried to find a way out of the room. And as the crystal shattered, revealed this massive, almost fetus-like creature with just a weird umbilical cord and dangling dead feet, gray, pockmarked, wet flesh. And you all learned through the book that Nesla had this was an Atropal, a creation by the gods that was sort of aborted during the creation process and just given up on, and was now the protector of the dark Arcanum of the Chapel of Night. And you all fought the Atropal and destroyed it. And it was a rough one. And as the Atropal basically exploded and coated the entire room in its detritus and its innards and skin and goo, a sort of staircase appeared. A spiral staircase appeared, going upwards in the center of the room. And that's where we're going to pick up the session for the week.
Nope. Nope. We are not going up there. Not right now. I think we all need a rest.
Yes.
All right.
And like just covered in gore because he was right next to that thing when everything happened, and just what kind of color? Like, was this thing just had like black blood, or like is it just?
It's the blood is so black because it's congealed and undead. So yeah, it's just black.
Just
Jello.
clots.
Yeah, clots. Just. And when you go like wipe the blood off, it doesn't like stick to your hand or anything. It's like you're pushing Jello off your body, just kind of tumbles off.
This is the worst.
Nah, I've still had worse on my skin. Una just kind of flicks some towards Bernard.
Ugh.
Oh, I guess I'll do an attack roll.
And you all leveled up to level 11, I forgot.
Yeah. I did a dexterity saving throw of 16.
Una, make an attack roll. Improvised weapon. Improvised weapon. Just roll a d20 and add nothing to it.
Okay. 12.
And it hits Ophelia in the face. Just.
Hey, Nesla, Una, you guys aren't looking too good.
No one's looking good. I just
Ophelia
looked
has
at
the most health right now.
I just looked at the extension.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna sit down here.
And he just pulls out the book,
Okay.
the history book, and he's just gonna thumb through it while he.
So I actually gave you the wrong
He
information about the book you
recuperates.
found.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It is called a Tome of the Dead. It acts as a tome of understanding, but allows a character that spends a total of 48 hours reading it to learn a homebrew spell of my making called Greater Animate Dead. And you can cast that spell without providing material components once a day. It is a homebrew spell that can bring the corpse of a beast, humanoid, monstrosity, and aberration back to life as an undead variant for 8 hours. The creature brought back must have a CR of half the caster's level.
Ugh.
That's the history book he found, not the fleshy tome, right?
Correct.
When you say the caster's level, does that mean it requires a caster?
No. Anyway, it's no material components required, so anybody can use it.
Right. Does it have anything that scales off of, like,
No.
casting ability?
No.
Okay. So Bernard, if that's just kind of what he picks up on as he's reading it, this thing that he thought was a history book,
Yeah.
he's probably just gonna like,
Ooh.
kind of hide it.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna roll hit points now, because boom.
What's
during
sorry, what I was
during-
yeah, sorry, what's up?
during my short rest, I'm going to flip through the big tome.
Cool. So, the title in the tome, because I again gave you guys the wrong name again, is the Tome of Atelion. And there is tons of pages. And it looks like it mentions the Dark Powers by name. Knowledge that isn't easily sort of gathered. The names are Tenebrous, Zadoon the Corpse Star, Seriok the Hellhound Whisperer, Vond the Evasive, Norganus the Finger of Oblivion, Irga the Eye of Shadows, Great Tar Hawk the Five-Headed Destroyer, Yogg the Invincible, Delban the Star of Ice and Hate, Kirad the Star of Secrets, Drizzlash the Nine-Eyed Spider, Dulver Nar, he of the Many Teeth, Xantras the Kingmaker, Savnok the Inscrutable, Tarachamedes the Grave Worm, Shami Amorai, the Lady of Delights, Fekra, Queen of Poxes, Zrinhala, the Howling Storm, and Psykane, the Soul Hungerer. And I will copy and paste those all in the chat later.
Excellent. Yeah.
While I'm thumbing through that, I'm going to kind of scoot up to Una. Looks like we might have a little bit of a problem, and I'll start pointing to all the names.
So in total, there are 19 names in the book regarding each dark power. Doesn't reveal much about them. It mentions that the dark powers can never be destroyed or defeated. They are an omniscient force that enables Ravenloft to exist. Without the dark powers, the entire plane just crumbles away and is destroyed. It does, however, mention that the dark powers were once sealed away inside the Amber Temple thousands upon thousands of years ago by a collection of wizards who are now long since dead and unknown. The dark powers were sealed inside amber sarcophagi.
Too bad I don't know anything about that.
The book also marks the last known location of each Dark Lord of Ravenloft. So each Dark Lord that controls a domain, it marks their last known location. You can tell it's outdated because it still marks Strahd as the Dark Lord of Barovia, and mentions that Harkon Lucas is still alive.
So it's at least 1 year out of date.
Oh, yeah, at least maybe, or maybe more. It's a very old book. The book also explains a ritual of curing someone from the influence of the dark powers, essentially ending someone's servitude and curse from the dark powers. The ritual is said to be extensive, dangerous, and has a chance to destroy the afflicted, making resurrection impossible even via a wish spell. It mentions that some of the clerics that would worship the dark powers in this place would perform this ritual to allow more powerful worshippers to possibly take up the mantle of Dark Lord, but none of these rituals never succeeded. And it does offer insight a little bit on one of the Dark Lords, Tenebris, should you choose to look more into that.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, you flip to Tenebris's page. The others are kind of scant with details. This one's a little more detailed. It mentions that Tenebris goes by another name that people know him of. And that name is Orcus, Lord of the Undead. It explains that when he was destroyed, his soul shattered, and a good chunk of it deposited itself for safekeeping in this plane and became known as Tenebris. The name that Orcus took when he was restored as the Undead Demon Lord. And this part of his essence remains in Ravenloft as a dark power. And you also find an excerpt that mentions something called the Disappearance.
Alright, I would say with our current situation, if there were anything else that I would specifically look for, is anything about the Dark Chapel.
Alrighty. So, that's everything that I can read right now. It mentions a shadow dragon that lives inside the Chapel of the Night, known as the Winged Death, and serves as the protector of the chapel. That's all the knowledge of the dragon is. It's just the protector of the chapel. It mentions that the Atropal you guys fought is the protector of the Dark Arcanum. It mentions it was pulled from the negative energy plane into the monastery to serve as a guardian by Dark Priest Atelion. Yeah. Also, it mentions how the clerics disappeared in an article called The Disappearance.
I'm also going to take a quick look around the room. The shattered crystal, is it still emitting any light?
It is.
I'm going to take a piece of it.
Okay.
Hey, doctor, come here. Found something interesting.
Come close.
In case the worst might happen. If, for instance, I die or something, I want you to make sure that the other two don't get this.
And he's just kind of face the wall and turn his back to those two and kind of open up the book and show her what's going on with this book and like how it could enable someone to cast like a high tier like undead spell creation control spell.
This is something that I'm willing to mess with.
Yeah, that sounds like powerful magic.
Yeah, I don't trust anybody to deal with it except you.
Doctor, I'm honored.
Here, you can take it. Okay.
Sure. Take the book.
And Bernard will start like doing calisthenics to try and limber up and like get some of those like sprains that he got from getting flung up against the wall.
Okay.
What?
So, you all do gain the benefit of a short rest.
During that, Una was trying to change the command word of the Flame Tongue Rapier.
Totally. What are you trying to change it to?
To freeze. It's Una, what do you expect? Come on.
Okay, what does that look like?
She's just like She's like, freeze, 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 you goddamn piece of garbage. And as she's going, and once it finally works, the flames turn more blue than anything.
Arcana check
Hey,
to see if you can change the colors of a flame on a magic weapon and also change the command word.
I think that's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
God damn it. 16.
Okay. It works.
It worked?
Yeah.
I'm like, sweet. And Una's just sitting there, just like, once it turns blue, she looks towards like Bernard and Ophelia and kind of just like smiles towards them and then puts it out and just like sheaths it on her. Then that's what she was doing.
Bernard is a little jealous because that's kind of his thing. His blue flame.
Speaking of
a
blue
blue flame.
flames, Bernard, your strength score goes back to normal.
Yeah, it was 22, and now it's back to 20.
Yeah, you guys get a short rest.
Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. Well, let me go check out this staircase.
He's gonna walk over there.
Okay.
And at the end of the session last week, you said that the bits of the guts started to spiral together.
Mm-hmm.
Are they what make up part of the staircase, or what was going on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gross. Okay.
It just kind of touches is there a railing, or is it just open space?
It's open space.
Stairway.
It's open space.
Gross. Okay.
And he'll walk about halfway up and see if he can't see up into there.
No.
Okay.
More magical
he'll just
darkness.
He'll just wait for other people then.
Okay.
Una's gonna go up to him, just be like, we saw what happened last time. Somebody went first, and she's gonna look towards Nesla, then look towards Bernard, and just be like, you want to go first? You want him to go first? You want me to go first? Just from prior experience?
I mean, you still got some open wounds there. Figured I'd help out.
Well, I appreciate that, but I think you might be a little more comfortable hanging back with Ophelia and Nesla being by me, wouldn't you, Bernard? Wouldn't want you to feel uncomfortable, and she's gonna pat him on the shoulder.
Sorry.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, head on up. I mean, it's your next.
And he just kind of lets her go.
Marching order, everybody.
First and 10, do it again, Justin.
Hmm?
Una, Nesla,
Yeah.
Bros,
Ophelia,
it's
Bernard.
just me.
Okie dokie. And you guys are going up.
Yep.
It is only wide enough to do single file.
But at least one of us at half speed.
Alright. Magical. You guys go up and you kind of go into the ceiling. and magical darkness takes over again.
I want to pull out that crystal and see if it does anything in the darkness.
It emits a faint light, about a 5-foot radius.
You guys got that lantern?
Yes, and Ophelia will pull it out and hold it.
All right. Pull it out.
What do we see?
As you climb, not really much of anything yet. It's just the same smooth black stone walls. And eventually you come into a room, rectangular room, about 20 feet wide, 20 feet wide, 40 feet long. And as you walk in, the lantern just reveals a pair of feet hanging in front of you. Like suspended in front of you. Like in front of Una's face.
Well, it looks like they got off on the wrong foot. And she's gonna smack them out of her way and like walk past them and try to like hit Nesla with them. You know what I mean? Like
It looks like the feet kind of scurry upwards, and you hear a and disappears.
I really should just expect the unexpected here by now. Talking feet. Okay. Una's just looking at Nesla and just being like, well, thoughts on that? Any thoughts? No? Yes? Maybe?
Better than hands, I guess.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
And you hear a weird shuffling sound on the floor. And ahead, coming out of the shadows, you can see a mass kind of rolling around on the floor. Not a big mass, maybe 2 feet tall. And it rolls forward. And as it passes each and every one of you, you see it's a mass, a swarm of just disembodied, dismembered toes that just roll past you all, giggling the entire way, just and they just roll away out of sight down the stairs.
My toenail wasn't in it, was it?
No.
Yeah.
Well, that was totally unexpected, but okay.
Oh boy.
And you keep walking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Una's checking for traps along the way.
Excellent. Investigation check, please.
Yeah. Is this at disadvantage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going to sleep.
But I have reliable talent now, so bless. Okay, so that's gonna be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Let me see if that succeeds. Yeah, you just keep walking. And I'll let you know if this succeeds in a moment.
Oh.
Because I have to look up something.
Una's been doing a great job lately with these traps. I mean, she's definitely not easy to get along with, but
She's very
pretty
perceptive.
reliable.
Pretty reliable, pretty perceptive.
So, Una, you see a pressure plate that is different in terms of color and shape than the rest of the floor. And then, not far away, you see a trapdoor in the ceiling that's about the entire width of the room.
She's gonna stop walking.
And you realize
And she's gonna like.
And you realize the more you're walking, the hall kind of goes up a slope.
She's gonna stop walking and she's gonna like halt everybody, just be like, there's a thing. I'm gonna see if I can disarm that trap. Maybe step back just a little bit in case I don't.
Okay.
Because it's either gonna be none of our problems or just your problem in a minute.
How far?
I don't know, 10 feet, just precaution, I should be fine.
All right.
She's gonna try to disarm
Roll
it.
me a dexterity check using your thieves' tools with disadvantage.
Okay. Guess that's gonna be. That's with the proficiency, right?
Mm-hmm.
23.
You disarm it. You get the idea of wedging something in the pressure plate? There's no way to disarm the pressure plate, you just have to wedge something into the pressure plate so it can't be compressed. So you do that.
Yeah, okay.
You just grab a random item from just...
She's gonna make sure it's in there, look back at the group and be like, okay, we're good. It's good. Just maybe try to avoid that. Shit, totally fine. Just let's keep going, guys. She's gonna stare up at the ceiling a little bit.
A little bit... You see something red glowing up in that trapdoor, stone trapdoor, and you hear it tss, like a faint hissing as you walk underneath.
She's gonna quicken her pace a little bit.
It almost looks... There's also like an immense heat radiating from below the trapdoor. Like this corridor is cold, but as you pass under the trapdoor, intense heat, and then past, back into cold.
If you want to roast some marshmallows, guys, this is the perfect spot. But otherwise, if you don't want to roast your stuff, let's not linger here too long. She's gonna be like, let's go, guys.
All right.
I'm staying right up on Una.
Okay. And you guys go up the incline, and at the top of this incline there are 3 doors. One on the left, one in the middle, one on the right. One on the left says less deadly. Middle door says most deadly. And the right door says somewhat deadly.
My vote's for the right one, personally. Somewhat deadly. We've probably dealt with worse, probably.
Did you say the one on the left said less deadly?
Less deadly, middle is most deadly, and the right is somewhat deadly.
So which one is the least deadly? There's one that's less and one that's somewhat.
And then most.
Or do we just say fuck it and go for the most deadly, What if they're trying to trick us?
But if the most deadly happens to lead us to that dragon, that'd suck. That dark shadow that killed you.
Yes, I'm very much aware of what killed me, Doctor. I don't need reminding.
Okay.
Well, personally, I'm not gonna let you live that down for a while, so you're gonna keep getting reminded about that.
Love it. It's just like being back with my kids again. Fucking.
And this
Alright,
this
so-
area of the corridor has actually widened out enough for there to be 3 doors. So you all don't have to be in a single line anymore. You can kind of like span out a little bit. All the doors look exactly the same, minus what's carved into them, the words.
Una, I'm with you. We have to get this book out of here.
So which door do you want me to try first, then, Nesla?
Let's go with your gut.
The right one was my gut. Guys, what about you?
I don't know, do you want to split up again?
I'm gonna lean
We can
over
always-
and whisper to Una, "We have a book."
And Una's gonna lean back and be like, I know we do, but I don't want Strahd any more angry than he already is.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, what happens if, I mean, we could just try opening the doors and see what's in there.
Bernard, how about we check to see if anything's up with the doors first?
Yeah. I mean, that's your job. I'm just telling you what we should do.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna go guns blazing, and all the more power to you, but that just... Okay. And Una's gonna go to the right one and check it for any traps or anything.
Investigation check with disadvantage.
Advantage. Be dirty 20 again, then.
Doesn't appear trapped at all.
Well, the door seems fine, guys. You want me to see what's behind door number 1?
The right
has her
one?
hat
Isn't that
on it.
technically door 3?
Yeah.
Well, it's
The
the
door-
first one
Take a step back.
entering, guys.
Alright, yeah, let's do it.
Cindy's gonna step so she's not directly
Directly in
in
the
front of
door.
us, off to the side.
Sure.
Bunsen will stand in front of her, in front of Ophelia.
Okay, where's Nesla?
About 10 feet behind Una.
Alright, cool.
Who open the door. I don't like bust it
Oh,
open.
I understand. So you... and then the door disappears. And there's like a pulsing sound, like a... and then a shockwave just... a shockwave of force. Una, Nesla, Constitution saving throws. Actually, no, Nesla, you're fine. Just Una, with disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Okay, let
Wait.
me do that then.
Hold
It's
on.
not saving throws. It's
Yeah.
or at least I don't know.
I gotta check what... Hold on, I forget what condition Una's rolling disadvantage for. Exhaustion, right? Yes.
Exhaustion
Exhaustion
has
level
ability.
3, I think.
Exhaustion level
is-
1, so it's ability check, so it's not with disadvantage. So
Okay,
just a straight con
cool.
save.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
The look on your face.
You're not blasted back down the corridor 60 feet. You get there, there's just like a force wave that goes and sends you flying back 60 feet, and you just go and trigger the pressure plate if it succeeds. So that doesn't happen to you. You kind of withstand the blast of force, and you
Hair's
see...
just flying back.
Yeah, just... and you just see more of a magical darkness corridor heading forward.
Well, if I wasn't awake, I am now. And she just looks towards the group, kind of like unfrizzes her hair a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see much farther. So would Ophelia, would you like to do the honors and shine your little lantern, or do you want to open all the doors and then go through them?
Do you feel up to opening another one?
I could open another one. If you want me to do that.
I think we should get a move on.
You know, Doctor,
Nesla,
you're
what's
right.
your vote?
I'd say if that's somewhat deadly, probably shouldn't chance it.
Like the way you think. She's just gonna look towards Ophelia and be like, "Some light, please, dear."
Anything for you. Lantern.
Okay. You shine the lantern through the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
There is no hallway or corridor. It is a sheer drop.
I will toss a copper down.
Okay. And 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute. You hear a stink. Not a plink plink, but a stink.
Oh.
Somewhat deadly. Somewhat deadly.
Toss a coin to your darkness, huh?
Oh boy.
You guys see a hand come out of the darkness and grab Una and pull her down into the pit. No, I'm kidding.
I hate that. I hate that.
Like the hand from Majora's Mask that comes out of the toilet.
Does anybody have any thoughts?
Let's not go in there.
Okay, I
Yeah.
guess a different door then.
Middle
Is it
one?
just less deadly?
Less deadly?
Yeah, less deadly.
Okay.
So less
Una's
deadly than
gonna
what? You know, like
save the worst for last. Okay, and she's gonna walk over to the less deadly door and check it for traps again.
How about you let me check this one?
Okay. She's gonna stand by the other door in the middle.
All
Let
right.
him
Investigation check, Bernard.
As a 22.
Doesn't appear trapped.
I think we're good.
He like writes his glasses.
Mm-hmm.
oh, do be careful, Doctor.
Oh, you want me to open it?
Well, you
you are,
checked
just be
it. And
careful.
I think you should have the honors personally.
Do be
yeah.
careful.
Right. Oh, yeah, okay.
What's the worst that could happen,
Alright.
right, Doctor?
You open the door, and it's just another.
he's doing
It's another dark corridor of magical darkness.
Nailed it.
Can I look?
Okay. Let's have a look, guys. Let's have a look.
Ophelia will shine the light.
The light doesn't seem to penetrate the darkness.
Ooh, that's not
Nesla, how's your crystal working on this one?
Nothing. No, it does not. That light's not penetrating either.
Una's gonna chuck a ball bearing in, see what happens.
You don't hear anything. You just nothing.
What's this gonna go over to?
The most deadly one, or whatever it was called.
Okay.
And he's gonna inspect that door.
Investigation check.
Una's moving out of the way.
Yeah, definitely stepping to the side.
So it was a 12.
You don't detect anything.
Yeah, I think this one's good too. Looks about right.
A corridor with lit lanterns on the walls.
What a nice warm welcome, isn't it?
Well, at least we can actually see in this one.
And then all the
Yeah,
lanterns
see
go
what's
out.
gonna kill
And the
us.
lanterns all blink out. Just
Nothing but bad decisions, guys.
Magical darkness or regular?
magical darkness.
Does the lantern penetrate this one?
It does.
Okay.
Okay, I guess most deadly it is. After you, Nesla.
Una will start walking down the corridor and checking for traps as she goes.
Okay. So you all
5 feet behind with my hand
Yeah.
on her shoulder.
So you do not go down less deadly or somewhat deadly. You're picking most deadly, correct?
That's
Yep.
the only one that we can actually
Unfortunately.
see, or the other one is a pit. One is a pit. The other one is just darkness where there's no sensation whatsoever when you pass through.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Darn it. Alright, so you guys start going down this corridor. It's 5 feet wide, 7 feet tall. And it almost seems like the farther you proceed through it, the narrower it's getting.
Hmm.
So it's going from 5 feet wide, 4 feet wide now.
ooh, and we actually aren't able to move very fast, right? Because Nesla and Ophelia are half
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
With the light of the lantern, it is still darkness. I'll let everyone make perception checks, but with disadvantage.
Okay.
Cool. Cool.
Actually, no, you don't need perception checks for this. Sorry. This corridor is really well maintained.
Una's still checking for traps
It's
along
very,
the
it's
way.
very clean.
Oh, wait, we actually haven't encountered any of that stuff. What a meta.
Yeah, very clean. The walls, the floors, and the ceiling have like a sheen to them that you guys haven't seen anywhere else. Like scrubbed clean.
Does it smell any different in here?
No.
Yeah, Bernard's just looking around, kind of just investigating the cleanliness of this place. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Nesla is impressed by the cleanliness, and I'm going to touch it to see if it's an illusion.
Nothing happens. It narrows again. 3.5 feet wide.
There's definitely something down here.
Yeah, this is weird.
Do we see anything at day? Oh wait, we can't see very far, can
No.
we? It's still darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Bernard's gonna.
I wonder how far this hallway goes.
And he's gonna chuck a produce flame down the hallway over Una's head.
Looks like it goes about 100 feet. To a dead end.
So it just like.
Yeah, to a dead end.
Huh. That's weird. I guess a dead end. Keep an eye out for any secret doors or little false walls.
And Bernard will just have how you said it wasn't a very wide.
It's about 3 feet.
Hallway.
It's about 3.5 now.
Yeah, so he's just gonna have his hands kind of brush against the sides of the
Mm-hmm.
of the wall to
Okay.
kind of further inspect everything to
All right.
hopefully find something.
After about 20 feet, it narrows some more. You're at about 3 feet now total.
Hey, Una, what do you think? What's going on?
I don't know, but I don't like this at all. This is fishy.
And then it
All right, here.
pops out back into a 10-foot wide corridor this time. Same cleanliness and everything.
When you say
What?
cleanliness, is this all just the same black stone that we've seen throughout this?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Same sheen as the corridor.
Looking forward, is it all like super long now, or it's still narrowing now?
Oh, it's no longer narrowing. You guys kind of popped out of the narrowing hallway.
Oh,
And-
okay. I thought
yeah.
okay.
I don't know, in a Oh, sorry, not 10 feet wide, 5 feet wide again. Blah.
Looking backwards, is there like a little indention?
Yes. You can see where it narrows.
Does anything stand out?
No. Up ahead, though, you see what looks like a skull just floating. Stationary.
Does it have flames or anything on it, or just like a
It's just
like
a
bone
skull.
skull?
Just a bone
Okay.
skull. Just a plain skull just floating in space.
Huh. Hey, Nesla.
Head, hands, feet. Yes. Yeah.
Hmm. I don't like that even more. And she's gonna keep walking towards it.
That's not what I'm laughing at. Thank you.
You
You want me to chuck a ball bearing at it?
want to let Dr. Bunsen squeeze by?
What's up?
Yeah, you guys just see a skull floating in the middle of this corridor about 15 feet away.
Hey,
That's
Dr.
weird.
Bunsen, check it out.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. Well, I mean, are you gonna lead the way?
I'll step around Una and slowly approach it.
Alright, how close do you get?
10 feet.
Okay.
5 feet.
Okay.
Is it moving at all?
No, just a
or-
floating skull about 5 feet away in the air.
How high up in the air?
10 feet. This hallway is about... Oh, sorry, yeah, this hallway is 10 by 10. Sorry. 10 by 10. Yeah, so it's kind of... The skull's kind of like right at the ceiling.
Okay. I'm keeping an eye on it and press up against the wall as I walk past it.
You do not get past it. As you kind of go to move through it, I need a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Let's see, dexterity. 13.
13 succeeds. Do you want to be pushed 5 feet back? As you encounter some kind of resistance?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Alright, you stumble back 5 feet.
Seems to be some kind of protection here.
Really, that's weird.
One of you doctors know a little bit about magic?
If we were looking at Nesla when this happened, would we have noticed anything? Did it, like, because he's got, like, fur and, like, his clothing stuff, did we notice
Nope, because he was pushed
anything
back.
odd? Okay.
Weird. Well, I guess we should turn around. Not going anywhere this.
Or we could take a look at it.
I'll stick my
Don't you
paw
want
out
to
and try
know?
to force through it.
Another dexterity saving throw. With disadvantage.
Nat 1, which is 10.
You guys watch as Nesla touches it, and it kind of like reaches out and sucks it into this space, and now Nesla's kind of floating in space. And
Oh no.
I'm a monk. I want to be touching something.
Nesla takes 7 acid damage and is engulfed. An engulfed creature can't breathe and is restrained.
Ooh.
Just floating around inside this weird space. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh,
Good. I using that right away. Neat.
Oh.
Okay. So this thing, they're not great. This is not good. Thing's not good at dex. So what's that? Okay. Una, what'd you get?
13.
13. Bernard.
1.
Oh. Ophelia.
10.
And Una. Or Nesla, sorry.
25.
Okay.
Alright, so, start of combat. Nesla, you start your turn inside this weird, gelatinous, almost cube? Almost? And you can't breathe, so you take 60... Oh, sorry. Not right now. You can't breathe. You're restrained. What do you want to do?
Try and swim out of this thing.
You can't
'Cause I
move.
want to touch
You
ground.
can't move. Restrained.
Cool.
You try to make a strength check to get out as an action.
Yeah.
And it's not a strength saving throw, it's just a strength check. So because of exhaustion, that is with disadvantage.
One is 9.
You are still inside this thing, floating around. Una, it looks like Nesla is just floating in what looks like empty space. Well, now you would have seen it. Looks like he's floating in a big cube of jello. Transparent jello. Anything else, Nesla?
Let me see what my bonus actions are. Yes, okay. Lighting situation.
Magical darkness.
Okay, shadow step.
Alright. What direction you want to go? Behind it or in front of it?
Back to my friends.
So you shadow step out of the cube.
Behind Una. That fucking hurt.
Well, maybe don't just randomly touch things, Nesla.
Alright, anything else?
That's it.
Una.
So is the skull still there, or is it just like gone now?
No, it's still there.
And just like jail. Okay. She's gonna go. How far is she from it? Like just like 10 feet from it ish.
Based on the darkness, you actually can't. Oh, based on you can see the skull technically. Yeah, about 10 feet.
She's gonna walk up towards it. Bonus action. She's gonna say the command word freeze.
Mm-hmm.
For the flame tongue rapier, and the blue flames are gonna shoot out, and she's gonna attempt to hit this thing with it.
Okay, go for it.
14.
Hits.
Oh! I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Plus 2d8. Okay, so that's... Ooh. 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's gonna be 8 piercing damage, and then 9 I guess fire damage. There we go.
Okay. You do get sneak attack, I believe.
I do. Oh my god. I'm sorry. 2. 23 sneak attack damage.
Okay. As you just stab away at what appears to be Jello. Anything else?
Nah, she just go and chill there.
Cool. Ophelia.
Look back at the little tunnel we came from, the narrow hallway. Look back at it. She doesn't want to leave the doctor. I'm gonna mind sliver it.
Okay, what's the save on that?
Intelligence.
Oh.
17.
4.
It takes 3d6. 8 psychic damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Back up behind the doctor.
Okay. So you and
Let's just
Bernard are about
stay.
20 feet away from it.
Okay.
Cool.
Wait, how much damage was that again? I totally just
And
blanked.
that's
It was 8, right? Yes.
8 psychic.
Yeah. Alrighty, that'll bring it to the Jello Man. It is going to move forward 10 feet. And as it does, yeah, I need Una and Nesla to make dexterity saving throws as it starts to come onto your space.
$27.
27. Do you want to be pushed 5 feet back from it, or 5 feet through the other side? Or never mind, 5 feet back. Do you want to be pushed 5 feet back or no?
Yes.
Okay. You get pushed back 5 feet. And Una, or Nesla, dex save. What'd you get?
23.
Do you want to be pushed back 5 feet?
After getting sucked into it, absolutely.
Okay. You're also pushed back 5 feet. Okay. Okay. So then it's just going to attack with its pseudopod. And it's going to slap at Una. 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
You just duck as it kind of like sails over everybody's heads, making it Bernard's turn. This thing is now moved 10 feet, so it's 10 feet away.
Oh, whoa. What is this thing? What's going on?
And he's gonna run forward and do 3 attacks on it.
Alright, make 3 attacks.
Okay. One's a 12,
Hits,
19,
hits,
and 15.
hits.
Okay.
Just
So
chopping
that
away some
is-
jello.
Yeah, and he has his shield out, so he's only doing it one-handed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that is 15 slashing damage plus
Ah.
uh 24 total slashing damage
Okay.
with those 3 attacks. And then
He's gonna gosh darn it. What are we doing?
and shit. Yeah, how far forward did he move to get up to it?
It would have been 5 feet, because it's 10 feet
Okay.
away.
Yeah, he'll step. Yeah, screw it. He'll step back 5 feet.
To attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yes. I'm just checking something real quick. Yes, attack of opportunity with pseudopod. That is a 22 to hit.
Reaction, defensive runes.
Okay.
And then he's going to look at Ophelia and like go to grab her hand and move. And if she wants to, he's gonna move her backwards with him. The rest of his move speed, which would be halved at that point. So I think he moves back 10 feet with her.
Okay.
If she wants to. That's up to you, Rose.
She'll go.
Okay.
Okay. And I keep forgetting to rule something when people attack these things. Fuck. Nesla, your turn.
Well, you make me not want to attack it. Okay. Well, I know it sucks things in, so I'm not gonna jab my quarterstaff at it. I'm going to throw 2 darts at it.
Alright, make attack rolls.
First one is 27. Second one is 26.
Both hit.
One. Holy crap! It sucked. 6 on each of them.
6, so 12 damage total.
Yes.
Alright, it looks like it's starting to like slop apart. Anything else?
Yeah. Why not? I'll shadow step to the other side of it.
Okay. You're behind it now. Cool. That'll bring it to Una.
She's gonna slash at it with the flame tongue rapier again.
Okay.
$22.
Hits.
7. That's gonna be 12 piercing.
Mm-hmm. It explodes into pieces.
Ugh. Oh, jeez. That's weird.
And the skull just on the floor.
Careful, that stuff burns. And I'm gonna look for my 2 darts.
You can find them. They're on the floor somewhere.
Una's gonna go like kind of crouch down by the skull and check it out.
It's just a halfling skull. Nothing special about it.
She's gonna pick it up. And she's gonna turn it towards Ophelia and just go, "Is this someone you're looking for?"
No.
Okay. And she's gonna toss it. Just kind of like toss it to the side.
Okay. Tick, 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 tick.
Oh boy. Alright, well, I guess, guess we keep moving. I don't know. Is there anything forward? Nesla, you got anything over there?
You just see the dead end.
It seems to be a dead end. I'll walk towards the dead end and see if there are any hidden doors or anything.
Investigation check.
Disadvantage, right?
Yes, because of exhaustion.
Can we sleep? Just have a nap here.
9.
You don't find anything. It's all solid wall.
Yeah,
Anything?
maybe this corridor was a mistake.
I don't know. It was supposed to be the most deadly. I don't know. Something doesn't sit right with me.
Was not very deadly. It was a cube of whatever that was.
So what are we missing?
Perhaps you just need a bit more force going into the dead end, like put your whole body weight into it. Just run right into it. Maybe
Well,
you'll
I
get
mean,
through.
if you say, Doctor.
No,
I'll
not
limber
you,
up
not
and
you, not you. Nesla. Maruna, does not matter to me. Just not you.
I'll push on the back wall.
Nothing happens.
Can Una see if Nesla missed anything? Any secret doors or
I
anything?
will allow one more investigation check because Nez's would have turned up nothing, so you all would think there's nothing. So one more person can do an investigation check. Do you want to do it?
Bernard, do you want me to look or would you like to look?
You guys have been a little dodgy lately with your checks, so I think I'll do it.
So Bernard
Alright, my man.
rolls up the sleeves, wanders over.
Oh god.
Una pats him on the back. Give her, bud.
Jeremy, I'm using your your dice tower. Not bad. That's 9, right? 25.
Solid walls. It is most certainly a dead end.
It's bogus. All right.
Maybe it's the most deadly because there's nothing here.
Ah, I like that. A good pun. I like that. Whoever designed this place. Ah, yes.
Oh,
Thank you.
wait. Oh my god.
That is a hilarious, level design pun. Oh my god. I love it, Justin. It's
Oh,
the most
man.
deadly dead end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. Okay.
Well, that's whoever wrote those signs definitely has a sense of humor. I suppose we should make our way back.
All right. So
I'm
you guys
just gonna sheath the sword so
Sure.
it's not flaming.
and you guys take about 15 minutes to get through the tight corridor, the narrowing halls, and you get back to the 3 doors. Well, they're gone because the doors disappeared when you opened them. So it's just the 3 hallways.
Una's gonna go up to the least deadly one,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna look towards the group,
Yep.
and she's just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna try something. If
Here,
I start screaming,
I got a rope here. We tie it around you, and then we just yank on it. Maybe we'll get half your body back. That's all right.
oh, hey, half's better than nothing, you ran down. And Una is just gonna, walk backwards into it. You know what I mean? Like, looking at the group and just being like,
Peace out.
Una, you step through. You 100% step through.
yep.
Okay. The rope just goes limp. And Una, nothing. You don't see anything. You don't no longer feel anything. You are... I will let Ophelia and Bernard make Arcana checks to try to figure what she just walked into.
Okay.
I'm not dead though, am I?
We'll find out.
Okay, so because I'm wearing the thing that has the rune that Dr. Bunsen has,
Mm-hmm.
I technically have advantage. So
Okay.
would that just negate the disadvantage that I have from exhaustion?
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
call, Rose. Oh man. Oof.
But I still have a -3, so
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
You'll probably do better than me.
I doubt it.
Why?
Because I got a 0.
Told you need to change those dice.
And Bunsen got a natural 1.
Okay, so
He's gone.
the rope went limp. And the end that was wrapped around Una appears to have disintegrated. And you look closely at the doorway and spend some time examining it, which we'll say investigation checks now,
Okay.
Oh my god.
because I'm doing this for a reason now.
Oh, go from nat 1 to nat 20. That's cool.
Okay.
A 15.
13? Bernard, all you see is a 2-foot diameter black sphere hovering in space. And it kind of blends in with the magical darkness, but you can kind of make out the edges of this 2-foot diameter black sphere. And you would have seen, you can kind of put it together, Una stepped into it, and that's when she disappeared. And the rope, which was tied around her, has disintegrated away.
Oh, beads. Yep, I think we lost her.
Was she the one with the book?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
I will let, now that you can see what the object is, Bernard, Arcana check again.
Okay. No.
Okay.
I mean,
She
It's a
stepped into it and
14.
just...
It's a 14.
Yeah, no. She just stepped into it and... gone. Una, it was painless. You didn't feel a thing.
Oh, I'm actually dead.
Yeah.
Ah! This is fine. This is fine.
Fuck.
This is fine.
Oh,
This is fine.
But nobody knows.
Oh, they don't know. Oh no, no more or any of the weapons there or
No.
anything. Mint.
So
And the floating object just moves down the corridor and around a corner. And the corridor is now accessible.
okay. I guess we move forward.
Does the light penetrate now?
Yes. That is chill. Totally. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's totally chill.
Should we follow it?
And
I mean,
you can...
also, I
Conversation.
mean, Una's in there. Maybe, I don't know. I guess she's either in it or was killed by it. Either way, I guess. I don't know.
I think perhaps we should follow it.
That's up to you,
will
Nesla.
step into
I
the
mean,
room.
Okay, you step into
Una's
the
your
room,
friend.
and nothing happens. You're in a corridor.
Yeah, I'll get to the edge of the bright light. Are you coming?
I mean, yeah, right behind you.
we're here.
Yeah, and I just go the direction we saw the ball go.
Okay, you follow the 2-foot diameter black sphere. And you round the corner, and the black sphere is kind of... you kind of see an open room that is lit by these purple torches. The black sphere is up at the ceiling, about 60 feet up, and there are just piles of just bones in here, and mundane equipment, and there's just a guy in robes sitting in a chair just scribbling on a piece of parchment. Bald, long beard, black robes, just scribbling away. He looks up and goes, "Oh, hello."
Hey,
And goes back down to scribbling.
And I'll point up to it. What happened to my friend?
Oh, what do you mean? She walked into it?
Possibly. It was quite dark.
Oh, poof. And he goes back to scribbling.
I'll start looking through the bones to see if I can distinguish any, was it Elydrin?
Oh, you won't find the bones if they walk through it. The sphere it obliterates everything it touches. And then goes back to writing.
A what?
Oh, it's a sphere of annihilation.
Why?
Because that's what it does. It's a hole in the
But why do you
multiverse
have it? Why is it here?
to protect my chambers,
Why?
so I don't get stabbed in my sleep by the crazy clerics who used to live here.
Well,
What's
they
your
don't
name?
live here no more.
Pardon?
What's your name?
I don't remember. It's been a long time.
How long?
Who counts anymore?
What you writing?
Theories.
If Bunsen looks at this guy,
Yeah.
do they look healthy?
Yeah?
Really looks at him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah?
How do you stay alive down here? Like, what are you eating?
Nothing.
Alright, enough of the games. Just let my friend out of the little orb thing you
Oh,
got there.
I can't. If your friend walked through it, poof, obliterated. Nothing. Gone.
Shut up. Come on, that's dumb.
I can show you again.
I've never heard of that.
And
I've never heard of that before.
You see him kind of point towards the sphere, and it kind of moves towards some bones, and he watches the bones just get obliterated, engulfed, and just vanish. I can consolation. It was painless. And he hovers it back towards the ceiling. Why are you here?
We just want to get out.
Oh. That way. And he points to the door behind him.
Is it the one we came in or a
No,
different
a
one?
different one.
Okay.
as he walks by, can he see what he's writing?
Poems, limericks. He wondered, and then questions to himself, like, I wonder what year it is. And he started trying to like, deduce how long he's been down here, and he can't figure it out.
Does Bunsen know what year it is?
You guys...
I mean, he only knows the year from...
You guys were pulled into Ravenloft in 1493 DRs, and you were here a year, so it's 1494 DR.
Yeah. Bunsen will just say,
It's 1494.
Oh, jeez, I've been here since 700.
Oh, that is long time.
Is there anything you can tell us about this place to keep that from happening again?
Oh, there's no more of this. This is mine, so you won't find any others.
Oh, okay.
I was the one who made the doors in the last chamber.
Ah,
That was, did you open them all?
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Um, I gotta say, labeling system didn't hold up over time, I don't think.
that's the point.
Mm.
You kind of
So
play a
it's
trick
like
on
a trick.
people. Yeah.
Mm.
Bernard is just gonna go up to Ophelia and kind of give her like a dead serious look, and then like pivot very stiffly and begin to start walking out of the room.
What was your friend's name?
Una,
Una.
just like staring at the ball.
Oh, what was she?
She was an Elidran contractor.
Oh. One moment. Stands up, brushes himself off. Oh, it feels so good to stand up after that long. One moment. And he closes his eyes, he's like, starts like moving his hands through the air and stuff. Hey,
Doctor, I think we should probably leave. I don't know what this weirdo's doing.
Will this
No.
look at
Nesla
this
is just
dude's
awestruck. He's staring at the ball.
look at this dude's
Wondering
character
where
sheet.
Bernard
Cool.
went.
So as he's moving his hands around, you see he kind of takes like a little vial out of him, and he goes, "Ugh, I don't like touching this kind of stuff." And he gingerly kind of tosses this little sprinkle of water out of this vial up in the air, and then pulls out a really big fucking diamond, and just starts like rubbing it. And he just starts doing this, and he goes, do you mind waiting for an hour?
For what?
And he just keeps muttering, Una, 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 Una.
Like I say, Nesla's just awestruck. He's staring at the ball.
I guess some of you guys could use another rest.
Someone who knows, like, yes. Would Ophelia know this spell as someone who has access to cleric spells and as someone
Oh
who
yeah.
has
Yeah, it looks like he's casting True Resurrection.
true resurrection?
Una, 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 Una.
Well, what's he doing? What's he doing, Doctor? Is he gonna bring her back as some type of fiend or undead creature?
I'm a little fuzzy on the spell, but he's going to bring her back.
Oh. That's gonna be weird.
I mean, she'll only come back if she's willing to.
Oh man, there's no way she's gonna be willing.
She'd be willing.
So are you waiting the hour?
Well, what Bunsen thinks, yeah.
Ophelia, well,
Okay.
Oh, I guess I understand here. Alright, just another little rest. Alright, we'll just watch this.
Una, Una, Una. And you see as he's channeling
Una.
this magic, his face changes a little bit. Almost like something he's concentrating on kind of is fading a little bit. But then it goes back and he's like, Una, 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 Una. And then after the hour, those of you who are not dead get a short rest. And you guys watch as the diamond and floats 10 feet away from this individual on the floor. And the diamond shards appear in an unoccupied space and slowly create a new body for Una. Looks the same as before, but... And he goes, all done. So Una, you come back to life. Because it's your resurrection, there is no -4 modifiers to everything. And you come back with all your hit points.
Does she need to
Fine with that.
regrow? Does she need to regrow all of her hair?
No.
Okay. Just thinking, like, you just come back, it's like this pink, like, this skin that hasn't seen the sun ever. Like a baby almost. Full-grown baby.
So yeah, he goes, all right. All done. He sits back in the chair and keeps writing.
Step up to Una and touch her. And is that really you?
Yeah. And Una's just like shaking her head. And she's just like looks to Bernard and just like, I thought you had the rope.
Is she wearing anything?
No. And the bead of force disintegrated. The flame tongue rapier, unfortunately, destroyed. Everything that you walked into that sphere of annihilation with would have went.
That's fine.
You have nothing.
No, nothing.
Oh, no. Una, you can't do shit.
Good news is, Bernard actually has a whole bunch of stuff of, I don't know if she's the same size, but he has a bunch of Ryan's gear.
Oh dear. Feel free to look through the corpses over there, the skeletons. There should be mundane equipment over there. Oh goodness.
Oh, come on. I'm not that hideous. She's gonna walk over there and start rummaging through, putting on some shoes, getting the dust off.
Bernard is just kind of frozen, going like,
So, Una. You have no memory of any of that. So as soon as you touch the space, nothing.
So basically, I touch the space and all of a sudden I'm here naked.
Yeah.
She just, as she's putting on the clothes, she's just gonna kind of be like, so would anybody like to tell me why I have no clothes, why my rapier's gone, and why Bernard is staring?
I can answer the last one. Really. And it kind of relates to the first question. Doctor, just turn away. You don't have to look. You don't have to look. No peeking. I see that.
I can cast blindness on him right now.
No,
for a little bit. Oh, okay.
That's fine.
He goes back to scribbling.
And it finally finds one that fits properly, and she puts a cloak on with a shirt and some pants. So you're gonna, okay, answer the first one. Why do I have no clothes?
You died, and this man brought you back.
Hi.
Like that?
No, I've died before. I would have remembered.
I mean, I've also died before, but I don't really remember what happened.
Huh. And Una's gonna look towards Nesla, because Nesla would know about all that. And like her background, and she's just kind of like, did I actually die, Nesla?
I don't know if you died, but if this man is correct, you were annihilated.
Yeah, she would have died.
Well,
Hi, I brought you back.
Thank you. I appreciate you. What's your name, by the way?
I don't know.
We should give
Yeah,
him a name.
totally
we should just
chill.
give him a name. Do you want a name? Would you be happy with, like, if we just came up with for a name for
I'm
you?
sure I'll figure it out eventually.
You look like a Bartholomew.
That's not my name. I don't think.
Okay.
Bart. Bart the wizard.
I don't know if you would be a wizard. That is not.
Are you
wizard
leaving now?
magic.
I have to get back to my limericks.
Sir, is there anything we can do to repay you?
If you see anything in this chapel that looks like it might contain a soul, bring it back to me and I can pay you handsomely. And he goes back to scribbling.
Hmm.
Take one last look around the room and head towards the door.
Okay.
Ophelia is going to reach into her bag and just kind of pull out a dagger and offer it to Una. Like, I know it won't really do much, but here.
Oh, bless you. And Una just gonna take it and just kind of be like kiss the hilt, just be like, oh, something. She's gonna
And
put it on her side.
then Bernard takes the dagger out of his pack and gives it to Ophelia.
Oh, Doctor, not much for weapons.
Oh, okay.
Besides, I have another one, and she's gonna pull another dagger.
Oh, dang. Where'd you put? I don't know where you kept that. Where did you keep that? Jeez.
I kept
God,
it
I
in
don't
my
know where.
bag.
Kissed by death.
Yeah, and he's a terrible lover. Ugh.
Ha. Ha!
Una, a momentary friend of mine dropped some stuff a long time ago, and I've just been kind of holding on to it. Got like a hand crossbow
Ha!
and some crossbow bolts, if you want them.
I would gladly use that. Thank you, Bernard.
Yeah, here you go.
And he's just gonna hand you a hand crossbow and some crossbow bolts. 20 of them.
Ha!
What's so funny, my dude?
I don't know.
Is it your limericks? Well, you should share with the group.
No.
All right then, keep your secrets.
Una, do you need I noticed that you had a set of tools you used before. Do you need another set?
I'd need another set, wouldn't I, Justin?
If you want to make those kind of checks without disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my thieves' tools, those.
It might not be. They might not be the same types of tools, but I mean, there's someone else's tools, so you might not be used to it. But here you go.
And he's gonna hand over like a rolled up pack of thieves' tools.
Oh, thank you, Bernard. Who was your friend?
Little girl. Her name is Ryan.
I can bring them
Know her
back
for too long.
too.
Can you?
I can bring anyone back. That spell can bring anyone back, as long as they haven't been dead for 200 years. He goes back to
How
scribbling.
many times? How many times? Oh, and she's gonna like put his pen down. Just be like, how many times can you do the spells? It's like a daily thing.
Once every day or so.
That diamond you had.
Yeah.
You need more of those?
Yeah, they're worth 25,000 gold.
I think I'm worth every piece, don't you, Nesla?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And he hesitated.
I guess we'll be seeing you later if we need if we come across some diamonds to bring people back?
If you find that thing I mentioned with the soul, please bring it back to me. It's very important.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you.
Una's gonna turn
do
to
we-
Nesla and be like, was that the thing? Like, kind of like lean in towards and be like, was that the thing you broke?
No, it wasn't.
How would you? I'm not gonna question it. If I died, I think we need a nap. I think we all need a nap.
Oh, is there something we should keep our eyes out? Like, what does it look like, this thing you're looking for? Soul.
It's a ruby necklace. I used to have it. It belonged to me.
Okay. Alright, yeah, we'll keep an eye out.
I think the founder of this place has it. Hmm.
I was gonna pull out that glowing crystal and make sure that it's not like this, is it?
I don't know what that is.
Okay. Stick it back in my bag.
Well, we better get a move on it unless, any of you wants to take a bit of a nap. First.
You can use my private quarters.
You are very generous.
Okay.
No more questions, just thank you, and, I suppose we should get a move on then, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't want my private quarters?
Oh, I thought, well, only saw the 2 doors. Was there another? Where?
Oh, there's only one door, but he snaps his fingers, and a secret door on a wall opens up. So one of the wall just kind of goes.
Again, what's in there?
A really big bed.
We're all just sleeping in one bed.
It's like
Everybody in.
the beds are like 20 feet wide, and it's like a circular, one of those big circular beds, just covered in lush pillows and everything. And the room is also filled with just a bunch of macabre like things, like dead skeletons of animals, jars full of weird floating things, paintings that are just weird.
Like your style.
If you see a cube in there, it's gold with blue veins that pulsate. Don't touch it.
Okay, thank you.
Trust me. I won't
What
touch
happens?
anything of
Why?
yours.
Jeremy, go.
Oh, I was just saying, don't worry, I won't touch anything that belongs to you.
The cube's not deadly. It won't do anything. You just don't want to touch it. And he goes back to scribbling.
Alright. I'm feeling probably the best out of all of you. I don't know. I mean, I guess I've got a giant's constitution, you might say. But, all you should probably get some sleep.
Una's just gonna walk over to the bed and lay down right in the middle of it.
Okay. It's very soft. It does look like there might be, like... It kind of smells like death in here. And you might attribute that to the skeletons, animal skeletons that are everywhere. This is a big room, too. There's, like, a full-sized adult dragon skeleton suspending from the ceiling.
Hey, when I go in, I'm going to take off my robe and try to cover some of the stuff up.
Okay, just start covering some of the skeletons. Like, no.
Una's just like, Nesla, come on, come for a nap. Just
And
it's a skeleton.
you guys
it's
can see the
fine."
cube that he mentioned. It's sitting on a table, and it's kind of making like clockwork gear noises, like. And it's got like veins of blue that are just like. Ooh, ooh.
like to examine it, but not touch it. Like, just try to see if I can see anything.
Nope.
Uh,
Just.
okay, yeah, I'm gonna go lay down next to Una.
Okay.
She's gonna be like, turn the other way. You better not scratch me with those claws in your sleep. I'm the big spoon.
I'm gonna roll over and smack her with my tail a couple of times.
Oh, that damn feather duster, I swear to God. She's just getting cozy,
Okay.
going to sleep.
Ophelia and Bernard.
Mm.
Well, that was weird.
You brought her back.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to care when she died, but I kinda did.
Not to lie, I did too.
You guys notice
No.
one of the portraits is just kind of like blinking and breathing at you guys. Just.
That's love it. Never missed it.
What do you think? I can't hear you very well, Rose.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
I was just like saying, love it, never list it.
Yeah, yeah, we probably shouldn't touch anything here. You can go ahead and go to sleep. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, I'll be fine.
You really sure?
Absolutely. I'm. Look at me. I'm fit as a fiddle. Feel pretty good.
Okay. Ophelia, is there like a space where she can have her back against the wall and be on the floor? Or is it just
Yeah.
stuff everywhere? She's gonna curl up there with her back against the wall.
Okay.
She's not sleeping in the same bed as Una and Nesla.
Okay.
No matter how much room there is.
Sure.
She's not.
When Bunsen sees that, he's gonna grab a bunch of pillows from the bed and kind of hand them to her.
She's asleep. She's not gonna take them because she is.
Okay, so I'll just put it there.
Okay.
Boom. All right.
Bunsen keeping watch while everybody's sleeping.
Yeah, you don't see anything. Just the blinking
Excellent.
portraits.
God, that's creepy.
And he's gonna go over and investigate the cube, not touching it.
Can't discern anything from it.
That noise is gonna drive me up the wall.
And he's gonna back away from it and use some of those pillows to just kind of like
Okay.
plug his ears while he's sitting there.
All right. Long rest.
Okay.
After 4 hours, Uda's up and just like watching Bernard with these pillows over his ears. He's just like, "You okay there, Bernard?"
You'll find out soon enough. Damn tech egg.
I've heard worse things in my day. She's gonna go up to the cube. She's like, She's just like muttering to herself, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. Is the dude still writing his limericks?
There's a door, so the door's closed. You won't be able to see if he is or not.
She's gonna walk over there and like, let's kind of like peek and see if he's there or not.
He is, but he has no skin now, and his beard is kind of gone, and almost like he doesn't realize all that. And he just looks like a corpse in robes just writing. Oh, that's a good one, yes. That's a good limerick. He turns to look at you. Oh, hello.
How you feeling there? You look a little frail.
Oh, gosh. I'm not. And he keeps writing.
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
Where did you get the cube?
Where did I get it, or why did I get it?
Yeah. Where?
Found it. In my travels before I got brought here.
So what happened when you touched it?
Demi-plane. There's like
Ah,
a... There's like a dungeon inside of it.
Good to know. So you got trapped in the dungeon?
No, I got out. But I kept onto it just in case I need to throw it at someone who's trying to kill me.
That's really smart, man. I like the way you think.
And
She's gonna give him like an air high five.
And I've been trapping other things in there just in case. You know.
Ooh, what have you managed to trap so far?
I've pulled some things out of it too, though. There's a gelatinous cube that's lurking around here that I like to call Terry.
I don't think Terry's cruising anymore, but that's a different story.
That's fine. I can make another. Bunch of stuff.
Anything we should look out for?
No.
Okay. Well, I hope to hear some of your limericks soon.
Okay.
Have a good rest of your night there.
Okay.
She's gonna close the door.
Okay.
And she's gonna go back over to Bernard and be like, I really would not touch that. Like, I really would not touch that.
I was just about to say what? Oh, yeah, that damn ticket.
She's gonna go over to one of the portraits, though, and kind of, like, run her fingers over it.
It lets out a sigh. Just, don't touch me.
Oh, I apologize. You have a name there, bud? You trapped in there?
No.
Okay, good talk. And Una's just gonna, I guess, watch the paintings as people sleep.
Alright. Everybody would wake up after a long rest. Nothing eventful happens.
When I wake up, I'm going to eat some breakfast, grab a drink, cure one of these levels of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Alright.
Same.
And Ophelia, I think you're down to a -2.
So am I at a -3 now for everything?
No. True Resurrection, you don't get any negatives. And you get brought back.
Oh, my bad. Okay. I misheard you.
Yes, you all wake up in this room. The people in the portraits no longer in them. Which Una would have seen happen during the night, and they would have said, okay, we don't need to watch you anymore, and they left.
Okay.
Did you guys have a good sleep?
Water thing.
Yeah, I guess so. It's alright. How about you guys?
This is a terrible person to share the bed with. Hogs all the covers, but otherwise it was okay.
Is there any damage from Nesla's claws?
No?
Okay. I'm just imagining Nesla like slowly collecting all of the blankets because he's pawing it like covers. So it's just like a nest of blankets around him.
Where I was sleeping, you can see like the outline of the pillows around me.
All right, we need to get moving. I don't know how much longer we can stay in here. I mean, we kind of got lucky coming across this guy. I mean, unlucky. You got unlucky, but we got kind of lucky after the fact.
I look to Una and I'm like, all I know is we owe this gentleman a ruby necklace.
Yeah, slightly dead is still mostly alive, so let's go find that necklace.
All right, let's move.
So you go through the door that's behind him. He's still in the chair writing. He goes, "Oh, hello, good morning, everyone. Actually, who even knows what time it is? Ha ha."
Ooh, that said, Justin, would my Cape of the Montebank have regenerated? It says until the next dawn, and I'm not sure if dawn counts in this area, so that's why I ask.
Dawn has not come yet.
Okay,
Okay.
because
so
we've had 2 long rests since I've used it, I think. Or no,
One.
that's not true. Yeah, you're right. Okay, thank you.
Staff of Frost has not reset him.
All right, yeah, let's get moving.
All right. Goodbye. Don't die. But you do. I can bring you back again. Ha ha.
Thanks, bud. She's gonna pat him on the shoulder on their way out.
It sounds. Your hand kind of passes through, and you feel wet, slimy bones. He's like, "Please don't touch me."
Oh, yeah, sorry. Apologies.
You all would have seen your hand just kind of go through this like illusion of a man that he's wearing.
I knew it. I knew it. Let's go.
What did you know?
Well, I mean, someone can't really stay alive for that long, you know?
Are you sure?
Not easy. No, actually.
And he goes back to writing.
All right, let's go, guys. Let's beat feet. Let's get out of
You
here.
want to come along for the ride while we're at it?
No.
Okay, thought I'd offer.
We thank you for your hospitality, sir.
You're welcome. And he sends the sphere flying right towards you guys, and stops at like
Go,
5 feet.
go.
He stops at like inches away from somebody's face and goes, "I'm just kidding," and it floats back towards the ceiling.
Yeah,
Point
let's go,
towards
guys.
the door.
Yeah, let's go. Move it.
And as you guys,
We're just gonna go to Nesla and be like, I don't need another dead end.
and as you guys open the door and go beyond it, the door closes. He just starts laughing the entire time. He goes, "Have fun." The door closes, and you hear it lock.
I wonder how we're supposed to give him his necklace.
I'll know when you're
Excellent.
close. And you see a face appear on the door. I'll know when you're close.
Okay, all right.
When the
all right,
face just
questions
disappears
answered.
on the door.
Let's go.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
All right.
Exit.
Their
Go.
torches actually start to light up now, like purple lanterns on the walls, like. Revealing about a 5-foot platform, chasm, and a single wooden plank that spans the entirety of the chasm. The plank's about 5 feet wide. The chasm's length is about 100 feet. And sitting at the edge of the chasm is a skeleton holding a sign.
Can I take one of the purple torches?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take one of them and kind of test the footing on the plank.
It appears stable. The skeleton is holding a sign. The sign says, "Trials lie ahead."
Alright. Should I lead the way?
I mean, how are we doing this? Do we want to tie each other up, or how do we want to do this?
The last time we used rope didn't end so well, so maybe we shouldn't. I'm just putting that out there.
Different circumstances.
True, but still, that's just my 2 cents.
All right. All right, I guess we move forward.
Okay. How many people are going at once?
I'm immediately just going to dash across it.
All right, since you're running across, I need dexterity check.
Is that disadvantage?
No, because you had a long rest, no more exhaustion.
No, I had 2 levels.
Oh, so yes.
Both were good. 26.
All right, Nesla just sprints across the entire 100-foot length of wood, but the wooden plank just, and it wobbles quite a bit when he runs across it. But he maintains his balance and gets to the other side. And you can see him on the other side.
Seems alright.
Una's just gonna look towards 2 of the Shrekker's shoulders and start walking across it.
All right, how slow are you going?
Like fast walking speed.
All right, dexterity check. DC not as high as running across.
Is that just not a saving throw, just a check?
Straight dex.
$22.
You quick speed walk across it. It wobbles, not as much as Nesla, but you get across.
She's just gonna yell across the chasm, "You coming, guys?"
Doctor, I mean, I think you should probably go first.
Bernard, they will be fine. I would like
Say
you
what?
to go. I will be fine. You go.
I kind of weigh a lot, and if I happen to break this, I don't want you to be stuck.
I hate that you make sense sometimes.
You'll be fine. Just take it slow. Those other guys are kind of reckless. I think if you take it slow, you'll be fine.
I do hope you're able to come with me. And Ophelia's gonna slowly move across it.
All right, dexterity check.
Do the slippers of spider climbing give me any kind of extra grip onto this?
Maybe.
We'll stick you to the board as you fall.
Dexterity check. Disadvantage.
Why'd you roll disadvantage?
That's exhaustion.
Oh, 1 level. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you get?
0. Rolled it. Oh no, 1. Not natural 1. I don't have the -3 anymore. Just a straight 1 now.
You fall, but the slippers prevent you from falling. So you kind of just start to fall, and you're kind of standing this way, sideways, on the wooden plank, kind of dangling by 1 foot.
Bunson's like heart goes up into his throat, like when he sees that happen. He's like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, you're dangling by 1 foot.
I'm gonna put that other foot on the board. Just try and get it there. Just on the board.
And you get to the other side, very slowly.
I forgot she had those shoes. Oh, that's scary.
And how much was Bernard seeing the boards bend under each of their weights?
Little. And it did wobble when
'Cause-
they move across it. That wobble.
Bernard weighs a total of, with his equipment, he weighs a total of 466 pounds.
Okay.
Oh no. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Alright. Hey guys. There's this stuff that I got from someone. I don't even remember where I got it from. I think one of those packs when I met with those people in the temple. I won't be able to talk to you for a bit, I don't think. But I'll be there.
And he's going to take one of the potions and use the oil of etherealness and take 10 minutes to lube himself up with it.
Okay. So you guys kind of just watch him lathering himself with oil.
God, what a sight. Would Ophelia know what this is?
He's like, just the like those muscle men that are like doing the poses and stuff. The glistening muscles.
Yeah. Bernard, oil it up.
So ethereal.
Oh, let me check something real quick. Because Ravenloft. As you start. Doop, 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 doop.
Yeah. So etherealness.
I have the
You
spell.
step
I have the
in-
spell pulled up.
Okay, cool.
Bum, bum, bum. Do, do, do. Curse of Strahd. Give me information.
You checking to see if Ravenloft is one of the outer planes?
No. I'm trying to check if this has any effect, if it works at all.
Ah. Yeah. That's weird that they would give you a potion like that in the campaign that doesn't
I know, isn't it?
work.
It works.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So what's it look like to them? Do they even see me?
No,
Okay.
because you're pulled into a different plane, technically.
Right.
But as you do that, you take 10 minutes to do it. Immediately looking around, you see things that you would not have been able to see with your naked eye.
Right.
Ghosts everywhere.
As I start to disappear, I'll be like, keep going, I'll show up. I'll show up in about an hour. I'll be right behind you.
And yeah, you just disappear, and you see hundreds of ghosts just lingering in the chasm below. Just us, and floating around this entire room. They all look like adventurers that might have fallen down this pit.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna tag. I mean, I felt like I had to use this item because Bernard has a +0 for his dex, like check or saving throw. So anyway, he's floating.
Yep.
And he's just gonna float across, and he's gonna hang out next to them as they proceed forward
Okay.
silently.
Yeah, just a bunch of ghosts just looking at you, going us. And they sort of follow a little bit. A few of them.
All right.
Creepy.
As he disappears, saying that, and be like, "All right," and walk off.
Okay. You guys get to an archway that goes up about 10 feet with stairs. Feels like you're being watched, kind of, in all directions at this point. And you get up the set of stairs, and after about 10 feet, there's a 20-foot tall circular door just covered in blood splats, bloody handprints, weird writing. A language that no one knows. And what looks like to be about a 2-foot diameter, hollow kind of compartment in the middle of this door. And there's lots of blood splattered around it. And you can see what looks like a severed bone, like a severed arm at the elbow. That is just bone at the base of this door.
Does Bernard see anything? Like maybe the ghost that lost its arm?
No?
Okay.
That's just like, this is freaking trippy.
Una's gonna take the severed arm and like stick like the hand part, so she's not sticking her own arm through it, like kind of like sticking it through and see if anything happens.
You hear a gunk 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 gunk, like there's a blade like slamming into this bone,
Ooh.
and nothing
She
happens.
takes
Yeah, nothing happens. The bone's just kind of mangled a bit. You can see like these blades have like been slamming into the bone, but nothing happens.
She's gonna hold it up to like Nesla and Ophelia and be like, well, that answers that. Little
Without sticking anything in it, can we look into the hole, into the compartment?
You can. You have your torch. You're like looking in. You can see compartments where it looks like this dried blood has run off into and spilled into.
But no objects or anything?
Nope.
So we're at kind of like a door?
Yeah, a
Mechanism?
big 20-foot tall circular door.
Bernard's just gonna
Una-
pass through
Oh.
and see what's on the other side.
Can you do that with the ethereal spell?
I believe so.
Yep, you can.
Mhm.
Cool. Yep.
Mm.
You pass through, and you see a hallway.
Sorry.
You see a hallway. Everything is gray, and beyond that, 60 feet beyond that, nothing, because you can't see more than 60 feet away.
And Bernard's gonna like have a look at the door, see what he can figure out about the door.
Nothing on the other side. It's just a blank, flat surface.
Right. He'll like go partially through just to look at like the mechanisms operating inside and everything.
You can see where blood is pooled into the door and activates something to open the door.
Oh, so Bernard is getting the feeling that it requires the blood.
Oh yeah.
Okay. But he can't tell anybody.
Nope.
He's just like, oh, this looks bad.
Are there any knobs or mechanisms on this side other than the compartment?
No.
This is like dead end where we're at.
Yep.
Well, who's going to be the one to stick their arm in it?
Hey Nesla, would you miss your tail terribly?
I curl it up in front of me and hold it.
Okay, I'll take that as your answer. Una's gonna just check around the door and see if there's anything that she's missing.
Investigation check.
28.
Nope.
Okay, this one we'll try. I'm going to take out my immovable rod
Mm-hmm.
and stick it in and click it.
Dunk, 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 dunk. Nothing happens.
Okay, while it's in there, I'm going to reach in and try to feel the bottom.
The blades can't go all the way, so you just get nicked a little bit, and a little drop of blood comes out. Nothing substantial, and you take 1 point of piercing damage.
Does anything happen with the door?
One of the markings on it glows faint for a second before just completely going out.
Okay, yeah. I'll pull the rod back out.
So much easier if we had something to sacrifice.
Bye bye, Mr. Poppington. Huzzah!
Okay, it definitely seems like it wants one of us. No, I'm not going to stick my arm into the blade, but I will cut my paw and I put some of the blood just over the precipice.
Nothing happens.
Both of you need both of your hands. In order to lose them.
Yeah, it seems as though the blade doesn't have the ability to cut through bone. Point to the arm that Una's holding.
It does appear severed at the elbow.
Seems like it goes through soft tissue.
So which one of us is the hardiest?
The one that's ethereal.
Because
That
I'll
said-
stick my arm in it if no one else will. Is anyone else going to stick their arm in it?
Are you sure you're okay with doing that?
I'm not okay, but I would like to get out of here, and this seems to be the only way out.
Before you do that, and she's gonna like side over to Nesla and be like, quietly, in the contract, did they have to be in one piece, or just as long as they were alive?
Said keep them alive.
Okay, she's gonna go back. Okay, give her, just give her.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna give Ophelia a thumbs up.
Okay. You're just going to take a breath.
Wait,
Yeah.
is Bernard catching on to what's going on right now?
Yeah, but you can't.
He's
But you can't.
shouting.
But you can't interact
He's
with
shouting.
them. They can't hear you.
Don't do it. What are you doing? No.
Yeah, they can't hear you. You can't interact with them.
And Amelia's going to stick her arm in it.
All right, you stick your arm
She's
in
gonna
all the
stick
way,
her arm in it.
and the compartment actually closes around your elbow, just and locks your arm in place, and you can feel the blades just slamming into the flesh of your arm, and blood just pooling. And then you feel another bigger blade come sliding towards your elbow, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Was it your left arm or your right?
The left. Constitution saving.
Mhm.
Uvar.
Nothing.
No, I mean she
I
can use
understand.
it.
Mhm.
They can't hear you. It's a saving throw. You don't roll disadvantage.
5. No. It's a 5.
Okay. $11 piercing damage from the mini blades, and all the markings kind of start to light up, like you can hear mechanisms like. And as the big blade hits your elbow, 7 piercing damage, and there's actually no pain, but you still lose blood from it. And then you kind of just feel heat a little bit, and then that's it. And the mechanism just goes, and all of the runes glow, and the door opens.
Okay.
And you are missing an arm below the elbow.
Oh.
Okay, I'll immediately grab her and start trying to wrap it up.
Don't need to wrap it, there's no blood. Almost looks like it was cauterized after it was removed.
Is her arm still laying there?
Yes.
I'll grab something and knock it out and take it.
Okay.
I'll, like, wrap it up in my robe or something.
Okay. And you guys pass through the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The lights start to turn on here. And there's a little golden chest that materializes right there. And some words magically appear on the ground, and it says, return what was lost. And there's an arm-sized hole in the chest as well.
How big is the chest?
Standard chest size, roughly.
Like, need a waist somewhere in there?
Yeah.
Do I stick it? Do I stick my arm in?
Dr. Ophelia.
Yeah. Hi. Hello. That's me.
I don't know. You're the only one down here that can heal. Kind of push you back a little bit.
Bernard wants to have a look at this chest.
I'm gonna stick my left arm in there.
Nothing happens.
Feeling around, is there anything in there?
Feels empty.
Oh, can I stick her arm in there?
Nothing happens to it.
Oh, okay, darn. Dr. Ophelia, perhaps stick your stump in here?
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Okay.
Looks like you have a handle on the situation.
Una, have I ever told you I fucking hate you sometimes? I'm just gonna
maybe
stick
once
the
or twice.
stump in.
Okay, you stick the stump in, and you automatically feel like this pulsing where your arm used to be. And as you're holding the arm, it just instantly decays and turns to bone.
Yeah, I'll drop it.
And Ophelia, all the damage you took from the door heals. And you pull your arm out, and from the elbow down, you have an arm made of pure gold, covered in arcane symbols, and you can use your arm as an arcane focus.
Dude, that's fucking tight.
And you can like move it, like the fingers can move and stuff, and you have like you can actually move it around, but it's like solid gold. So you like hit it and it goes. It sounds like gold, like ding ding.
You got kind of like a Symmetra hand from Overwatch.
And I will give you the homebrew item for that after the session.
Okay. Oh, hell yeah. Dude. I feel like it's just gonna take a moment to like, just like, oh, you know, like examine it.
Mm-hmm.
She'll have to get Dr. Bunsen to look at it later because you know he knows metals. That's his thing. She don't care. She's like,
Una goes in for a high five with the new hand.
hell yeah. Ding.
Oh, forgot. I will tell you what happens right now though. Your strength score goes up by 3.
Fuck.
Dude. Ophelia
gather
being the
what
tank
I'm
is starting to
gather
look more
what the
likely.
design was for this, and me going ethereal fucked up.
There is no specified design for it. It's for anybody who wants to stick their arm in.
Yeah.
I'm now mediocre at strength, not terrible. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Alright.
And the chest disappears. And you guys see another chasm with a wooden bridge with, like, rope railings, kind of swaying in a breeze.
Bunsen's
Well,
gonna float across. Sorry.
Okay, Bunsen, you float across, and there is something on the bridge, lumbering towards them.
We hear anything or see anything yet?
You can see the bridge swaying, but you can't hear or see anything. Bernard, what you see as you kind of float over is this almost like a 10-foot tall giant almost, with blue skin, yellow cat-like eyes, a mane of just white hair kind of cascading across its face, a pair of just tattered pants and a cloak just billowing in this breeze, and it's slowly just...
Does this thing look like a frost giant?
No.
Okay. I only ask because, like, Bunsen's got, like, all the giant runes and things going on.
It does not look like a frost, storm, hill, or stone giant, or fire giant.
Okay. Alright.
It is lumbering across the bridge. And it just... Yeah, it has a glaive strapped to its back, and it's just like... Doof, doof.
I guess if we can't see it yet, I'm going to take the lead and start across.
Don't have me to start across, because you guys eventually see a pair of like cat-like eyes glowing in the dark approaching. Just doof, doof.
And you guys would know that Bernard wouldn't be able to show up for however much longer.
And
as he mentioned, an hour.
And this creature appears about 30 feet away, 10 feet tall, blue, muscular flesh, long black claws, on both its hands and feet. It looks humanoid-esque, and it's wearing a brown billowing cloak, tattered pants. It's got kind of two horns on the top of its head hidden under a hood. And the creature just smiles. And that's where we're going to end the session for the night.
Dang.
Yeah.
We can get Ophelia arrested. She's gonna be beefy.
Y'all, I called it. Ophelia's the new tank. I called it.
So, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back next week for whatever happens next. Good night, everyone.